Welcome in to Heard It Here First, your Central Texas showcase for premier talent. I'm Gerald Garza, your host, and today we're going to be covering a few of the teams in the Central Texas, Austin area that I personally feel will be making some really good pushes into the playoffs or just going to have a really good season, period, mostly in transformation. We're going to talk about Lexington and Case Evans, the quarterback over there, who had some really great numbers last year. I really feel like Lexington's going to be a team after looking at it, I was studying their roster right before coming up here, and they're returning everybody. And hopefully, I can get somebody from there that will interview, get some more information for the football fans and Central Texas fans. But in all honesty, I think Lexington probably going to win state. Like that's one of my them and Franklin are like almost no brainers. Like both of them will at least be in the state game. Um, Also, Austin Anderson and Rothville's own Donald Hatcher. Donald Hatcher has been with that program for a while now and has been doing really good work. They were in Del Valley's district. I was able to watch Donald Hatcher and how he worked. He's also off that Claude Mathis coaching tree, and Claude Mathis has done phenomenal in the state of Texas, as we all know. Um, Donald now and Austin Anderson drops to 5A, and with them dropping out of the 6A division, I really see Austin Anderson making a deep run, probably about 3 or 4 rounds deep this year. So you heard that here first. Check out Austin Anderson. The Granger Lions and Marcus Martinez, their center and defensive lineman. Uh, he'll be a senior this year. That's the gentleman I'm hoping to catch up with, and we're going to bring you some Granger football. Looking at their roster, they did lose some key seniors this year, but that program has been kicking butt for a while now, and they've returned enough starters where I believe Granger is going to be right back in the mix, state semifinals, state game possibly. So Granger, Lexington, those are going to be really good teams to watch out for. Austin Anderson, but the team I'm going to bring you today was the Hutto Hippos, coached by Will Compton. Will Compton has done a really good job with the Hutto Hippos in his time there. The Hippos will have Brayton Anderson, Braylon Johnson, and Braden Daniel. Those three names are guys you're going to be hearing about all year long, as well as Kate Steffick. Kate Steffick is going to be the quarterback for Hutto this year, and he got to sit underneath um, the quarterback last year who had a phenomenal game. I forget his name right now at this point in time. He's going on to Texas Tech. His name was Will Hammond. Will Hammond. He got to play underneath Will Hammond for a little bit, and so he really got a really good sculpting for that young man, and now he's ready to step in and play ball. Micheal and Messiah Blaylark, these are my guys, man. These dudes are awesome. I love them, man. And lucky enough for me, I was able to catch up with these two gentlemen to get an interview. I think Micheal is on varsity and Messiah is right on the brink, but they're both sophomores, so they still have 2 more years. So no matter what happens, I'm telling you right now, Messiah and Micheal Blaylark are going to be something that Hutto's going to be watching for some years to come, and some dang good athletes. So lucky enough for me, I was able to catch up with Micheal and Messiah Blaylark, and I'm going to leave you. We're going to leave it on with the interview with Micheal and Messiah Blaylark, sophomore football players for the Hutto Hippos. Welcome to Hutto, Texas, home of the Hippos. I am joined with Micheal and Messiah Blaylark, sophomore student athletes here for the Hutto Hippos. Micheal, man, it's been a while since I've gotten to see you. And both of y'all, man, y'all have grown up to be huge, man. I mean, it don't take much to get taller than me, but I mean, y'all both succeeded. I've been able to catch up with you, Messiah, in some summer games. Micheal, this is the first time seeing you in a while. Tell me how your off season's been, man, and what you're doing to prepare for the upcoming season.
Yeah, the off season, is good. All we do is live to grind, and so it's really good because like all the ball competition this year is real different. Because like going to 6A, so we have to get ready for that, and also just like running that, like we have to do that like every day, like just to get conditioned for the actual season to end, like that. Yeah.
Messiah, you're moving up to 6A, man. Couldn't they have waited at least 2 more years or so before? How do you feel about moving up to the 6A division, and what is Hutto going to bring in this competition?
I mean, as of right now, I'm kind of nervous, like starting 6A, like the new schools, the competition gonna be higher and better than what we've seen in the past. But like, I think we'll be good. Like, if we just keep working how we've been working, like getting stronger, getting faster, being more conditioned, we'll be good.
And like I said in the past, I've seen you on the 7-on-7. You've been out there putting in the work. I know Michael. I've talked to your mom. She's told me you're out there balling on the weekends as well. What is something that Coach Compton has brought into y'all's life as a high school student athlete that y'all didn't really have prior to y'all's high school years, and that really is starting to get you to get above or get to that next level?
Well, he's helped me like become like what I am now. Like my work ethic, and my dedication to try to get better and like help my team whatever however I can. And yeah,
Man, Michael, you're going to be playing defensive back for the Hutto
Yes,
Hippos
sir.
this year. As sophomores, as the underclassmen, who's some of the upperclassmen that's kind of guided y'all on the way and made this transition to the hopefully whether if it's JV, varsity, whatever's coming next, who's some of those upperclassmen that have guided y'all along the way?
People like Brayton Anderson or uh, Brain Daniels, people like that, Caden Steffick. Those are just our quarterbacks, like our role models that we look up to as to like be future varsity Hutto Hippos. That they've just told us to just keep working, and like if you work, then the coach will see you and you'll get playing time, and it'll just help everything out throughout the season, and you'll just fall in line accordingly.
Absolutely. Messiah, you're play wide receiver, so you're kind of you're very familiar with Stefik. We were talking prior to this. Give us a little insight on your quarterback here and what he brings to this Hutto Hippo football team.
well, he's a good quarterback. I mean, what can I say? He can throw the ball good. He has the vision that a quarterback needs, the height, the weight. He basically has everything that we need. I think he's bringing a lot to the table.
Will Compton. Actually, let me skip one. Let's go to the defensive side. Michael, you talked about Brayton Daniel, the linebacker for the Hutto Hippos. What kind of leadership does he bring to that defensive side of the ball?
He just shows everything that we need to do, like on the defensive side, in game and in practice. Like being vocal and calling out our plays and everything, so we can know what we need to do as a whole defensively, and as well as like telling all the underclassmen that like if you don't communicate, then this defense is not going to work. And he guided all of us young ones to help out with the defense that we need and to do better.
All right, Messiah, as an underclassman, you're a sophomore, you're coming into 6A ball. Both of you guys are phenomenal athletes. Tell me about one of your strengths and what you bring to this Hutto Hippo football team.
Well, some of my strengths are I can run really good routes pretty fast for my size. I can catch the ball really good, like especially like getting past my defenders, catching the ball, like making hard catches. I can adjust to the ball good and not let anything stop me.
Do you think it's better to work on your strengths or work on your weaknesses?
I think it's probably better to work on my weaknesses more than my strengths. That way, some of my weaknesses can become some of my strengths.
Absolutely, man. Great answer. All right, Michael. Defensive back. There's some wide receivers out there in the 6A in this district that's going to be tough to face against.
Yes, sir.
But like you said, y'all have some upperclassmen that are guiding you along the way. What are some of your strengths you bring as a defensive back, as a cornerback to this 6A, to Texas football at the 6A level, at
Yes,
the
sir.
highest level there is?
Well, I think my height also brings a good factor into this because my technique is pretty down pat. So, like when and most like the most common receivers are maybe 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", and those ones will like my height will help out everything, and then my technique will just slow them down and get them and the receiver and the quarterback off track, so that we can just stop them.
Yes,
I
sir.
also as well my speed, and I can if I do miss them, I can relocate them and find them and try to track the ball down. Also, as well as keeping my patience and just being patient on all those moves that all these receivers try to do,
Yeah.
try to stop us.
Absolutely. You got to keep focused on those hips, man.
Yes,
If you're
sir.
focused there, they won't ever get you on no double moves, anything like that. And I'm sure all your coaches and everybody's got you already tuned in, both of y'all. So this question is going to be for both of y'all. It's Friday night.
Yes, sir.
You're about to take the field. You got that one moment to yourself. Who you jamming right before you take the field?
That's a hard one. I'd probably say either Bossman D'Lo or Lil Baby because they have some good songs, good hits, that'll
Gotcha.
get you in that mode, stuff like that.
Messiah, same question. It's that last minute. You got 2 minutes before you have to actually leave the locker room and take the field. Who you got that's gonna pump you up? Who you jamming right before you take the field?
Honestly, I think I might play like Young Boy or maybe Rallo Rodriguez.
Gotcha. Man, it's been such a pleasure. I've loved seeing some. I've known y'all since y'all were in 5th grade, 4th grade, and now y'all grown up to be great young men. Both of y'all are awesome, phenomenal athletes, man, and it's good seeing y'all. I'm going to be following y'all for some time now. We're going to be talking about Micheal Messiah Blaylark doing great things for the Hutto Hippos. Guys, well, can't ask for much more. You heard it here first. I'm Gerald Garza. This is Messiah. This is Micheal with the Hutto Hippos. Y'all have a blessed